Welcome to Our Voice Washington, and what I'm doing here is I'm taking a look at all the pre-filed bills that have been dropped today. Today is December 3rd. At the time I am recording this, it's about 4:25 in the afternoon. I want to look at every single bill that has been pre-filed thus far. What I'm trying to do is make a video like this every day with every bill that has been dropped, so there's like a database, because once all these bills hit, it is going to be very hard to find them all. But if I have a daily database, we can track those out from here, so I hope that this is helpful. So the first bill that was dropped today is House Bill 2096, and this is addressing the issuance of confidential identification to investigators employed by the Office of the Attorney General. So let's take a look at this right here. It's basically just making sure that they have confidential identification. Maybe they can't be this is what it says, that the department may issue confidential driver's license and identification cards to investigators employed by the Office of the Attorney General only for undercover or covert civil or criminal enforcement activities. So basically like a specific type of identification for someone who's undercover and working for the Attorney General Law Enforcement Office. That's what that bill is. The next one is State Bill 5821, and this is Integrated Advanced Nuclear Energy into the State Energy Strategy. So this is the second bill that's been filed about nuclear energy and getting it integrated into the energy systems of Washington State. If you are concerned about nuclear energy, or if you have anything to say about it, you're going to want to watch these bills. State Bill 5822, and this is concerning missing persons alert system. I'm going to click on this and go down and see where this takes us here. Let's get it opened up here. Boom. It's 4 pages. So basically what it does, it's just creating a new type of alert system for missing children and endangered person, creating a hotline. I think this is a really good one that we need to keep our eyes on and make sure that it's supported, because we want to be able to catch missing people. Not every bill is bad. We don't trust the bills a lot of the times, but not every single one's bad. Some of them are actually very good. State Bill 5823, concerning patient advocate in healthcare centers. They want to ensure that every single person that's under state or run care in a hospital or a private hospital has an advocate to help them navigate all the different decisions that need to be making. Basically, in a lot of ways, employs a lot of social workers to come and help out with those type of decision makings. Then the next one is State Bill 5824, concerning fifth wheel travel trailers. We know that RVs and recreational vehicles are getting more and more restrictions here in Washington State, and this is works to kind of bring more restrictions and more specifications to the road. If you are a fifth wheeler or an RVer, then you're probably going to want to pay attention to this one. The next one is State Bill 5825, and that's authorizing the Washington State Leadership Board to solicit gifts, grants, and endowments from private or public sources. So this is just letting leadership committees let people know about grants and things like that. It's important whenever there's money involved and grants involved, you want to make sure you read the fine print of the bill. I'm not going to click on it right now, but you can go and do that at your own leisure. And then the last one that looks like it dropped today is one that's very, very important to me, should be important to every conservative, and this has to do with abortion. State Bill 5826, concerning access at public post-secondary educational institutions to medical abortion. I'm going to click on this bill. I've already read it, but I'm going to go through it again anyway and see what it says here. I believe it's a 4-page bill that's been submitted. They tried to pass something like it last time. Basically, it opens up by saying this is an act relating to access at public post-secondary educational institutions to medical abortion, and adds a new chapter entitled to 28B RCW. Basically, this is what it says. Access to abortion is a human right, an integral part of essential health care, and vital for promoting public health. Okay? Killing babies is not public health. Second thing it says is there are approximately 196 100,000 pregnancy-capable students attending Washington's public institutions of higher education, and many of these students need access to abortion services every year. In other words, there's 126 females that get pregnant that don't want to be pregnant. They don't want to take responsibility for their sexual activity, so they need to have access to abortion, and they label it as healthcare. I don't need to go into this anymore. You can read it on your own. Here's what I want to say is we have got to pay attention. I understand that legislation is boring. That's why I'm doing all this work for you. You can find out everything that dropped today in about 7 minutes. And then if it really gets your heartstrings, then you can go and research it on your own at the leg.wa.gov. But I'm doing this because I want to make sure that we're all equipped enough to be able to support the bills that matter most to us, especially as a conservative in Washington. We get railroaded in the legislative process. But if we know what's coming and we know what's important to us and we stay ahead of the game, we can allow our voices to be much louder and our voices to be much more powerful. One voice is not going to make that much difference. My voice by itself, not that much different. Your voice by itself, not that much difference. But our collective voice is going to change the tide of Washington State, and we do this through the legislative process.